Hello everyone. Today we will be learning J2EE, that is Java 2 platform enterprise edition. We call it as J2EE, where it is also known as JEE enterprise edition. Okay, here when we are saying J2EE, it comes with some specifications, APIs, and standards so that we can build and deploy enterprise level applications in Java. And J2EE architecture has been designed in a for designed to develop a large scale distributed and robust enterprise applications, like when we are trying to build a large scale applications and a stronger applications, distributed applications, then will be then our perfect choice will be J2 using J2EE architecture. Okay, here are the let us explore the key components and concepts of J2EE. When it comes to J2EE, it is component based architecture. Component based architecture means we are going to make use of different components like servlets, JSP, CJBs, and JMS. Servlets are these are the main components of J2EE. When you use servlets will be handling, these are the Java classes primarily. Those are servlets are Java classes. They will be handling HTTP request and responses. They are being used for building web applications and are managed by the web container using a container. Here we will be having containers. Okay, and JSP is Java server pages. Like how we will be using creating for creating dynamic web pages, we will be making use of Java server pages, and this will be including Java code within the HTML. Within HTML templates, we will be making use of Java code. EJB is enterprise Java beans. EJB is a server side component which will be used for the writing the business logic, and it has features like transaction management, security, and persistence. Also, JMS is Java Message Service. Java Message Service means it will be helping us to build messaging applications. It also allows asynchronous communication between distributed components. And container based, as we have heard, it is an container based architecture. That means J2EE applications, they will be running within the containers. Why? Like they will be providing runtime environment for components. They will be managing the life cycle, security, and other services for these components. There are two main containers, that is web container and EJB container. Web container will be managing servlets and JSPs like HTTP requests, session management, some web related services they will be handling. Coming to EJB container, it will be providing services such as transaction management, security, and persistence. These are the EJB components. Okay, and middleware services are also been there in J2EE, that are developed by this for enterprise applications only. Here the EJB middleware services like JNDI, that is Java naming and directory interface. It will be providing the naming and directory services for locating those resources, like locating the databases or messaging services. Okay, JTA is Java Transaction API, which will help you to manage these transactions across multiple resources. When we say it is distributed applications, we will be having multiple resources. So transactions among these multiple resources will be can be handled with JTA. And JPA is Java Persistence API, which will be offering us standardized way to interact with the databases, and for data driven applications it is mainly used. Security, J2EE will be providing a comprehensive security, okay, and authentication and authorization services. Coming to connectivity and integration, for J2EE will be providing a very connectivity or more connectivity options, which will be allowing us to integrate with other systems. We have JCA, Java Connector Architecture, which will be helping us to connect with enterprise information systems with JMS messaging services. Okay, that is deploy. And coming to deployment and packaging, here J2EE applications are packaged in standard archive formats. When it comes to web application archive, that is var, that has var for web applications, and enterprise applications, it is EAR, enterprise archive. Okay, these archives, they will be containing the necessary components and deployment descriptors. When we are using J2EE applications, they are designed for, they are meant for this load balancing. The load balancing, they will be running on a clustered application servers, and they will be supporting for load balancing and failover support. Okay, and tool and IDE supports are also there to develop. There are various integrated development environments like NetBeans, Eclipse, IntelliJ, IDEA, and all. So versioning here, the latest version of J2EE is in 2021, that is Java EE 8 enterprise edition 8. And coming to the features of EE platform, Java EE platform, that is Enterprise Edition platform, we also call it as Jakarta Enterprise Edition. It has certain features, capabilities for developing these enterprise level applications. That is the features and components are component, as we have seen, it is a component based architecture only. So here it will be making use of servlets, it will be making use of JSPs for dynamic website creations, and EJBs, enterprise Java beans, and many more. The just now what we have seen, and enterprise containers are there, which will be helping us to run within the container, which provides services like lifecycle management, security management, transaction management. The two primary containers we have seen is web container and EJB container. Okay, connectivity and integration, it will be happening through Java connector architecture, and messaging services will be happening through Java message service. And persistence, coming to persistence, it offers Java Enterprise Edition offers Java Persistence API, which provides us a standardized way to interact with the databases, so that it makes easier when you are working with data driven applications. Transaction management, we have JTA, which will be maintaining data integrity. Like when you are working with a multiple resources, distributed resources, what kind of transactions have been happened, those all could be managed easily through JTA. Security, we have authentication and authorization services mechanisms. Okay, and SSL, that is secure socket layers, and transport layer security. These protocols are also supported for the securing data transmissions. Scalability and load balancings, we have seen J2EE applications are deployed on the cluster application servers. So they are highly scalable, they are highly available. As we have seen, load balancing and failure over these can be easily managed. And messaging and asynchronous processes are also there. And web services like JAX, JAX-RS, RESTful web services. This provides API for building RESTful web services. JAXWS will provide to build SOAP based web services. Java Mail, it provides APIs for sending and receiving the mails over the Java W applications. Internationalization and localization supports are also there. In multiple languages and regions could be developed, applications could be developed using J2EE. The web application features, we have servlets, Java server pages, web sockets, Java server pages, we know. And the web sockets means those are real-time two-way communication, which provides two-way communication between client and the server. Enterprise services like enterprise Java beans are there, which will be, these components will be consisting of business logic, and JNDI, naming and directory interface, which will be helping us to locate resources. It might be databases or messaging services. Tooling, we know NetBeans, Eclipse, and IntelliJ IDEA are there. And packaging and development, it has been standardized like var and AR versions, as we know. In 2021 we had a version 8, and it is community driven. Jakarta EE involves a community driven effort under the Eclipse Foundation. And coming to the next topic, that is web servers and application servers. Web servers and application servers are the components, fundamental, are the two fundamental components, like in the infrastructure of web applications. They will be serving two distinct roles. Okay, but they will be often working together, but their applications are distinct. Okay, well, let's see each one of it in detail. Coming to web server, the role of a web server is to handle HTTP request and responses. They will be serving the static content, like when we are using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, images, and other web resources, whatever. They will be handling this type of content. It may also handle this request processings, like URL routing, like get. When we use get. um endpoint and post endpoints, they will be handling HTTP methods like get, post, etc. And what do they do is they are very simple, lightweight, and optimized for delivering static content efficiently. They don't perform any business logic or database operations, but they will be focusing only on the request and responses, access controls. Okay, some common web servers we have is Apache HTTP server, Nginx, Microsoft Internet Information Services, and Lightspeed. They here application servers are to serve static content, and they will be acting as a reverse proxy, forwarding dynamic requests to the application server. And coming to application server, it is designed to host, manage, and execute server side applications and business logic. It will be handling dynamic content generation where actual business logic has been written. This server will be handling that business logic. It will be helping to create handle dynamic content, executes that code, application code. It communicates to the database and manages those transactions. This is the main role of application server. Coming to the functionality, it includes servlets, JSPs, EJBs, and web services. Okay, and they will be providing features like connection pooling, transaction management, that is connection enabling of the connection, and security and distributed computing. um, like application servers, we have Apache Tomcat, Wildfly, and IBM WebSphere. Okay, when we are using for other languages, we are having Node.js based servers. Express.js is an application server. Okay, Python based servers, we have Unicorn. Oh, this is about the application server and the web server. These are the few differences. If you see the key differences, what we have is the responsibilities what they are taking. Like where you see web server, it will be handling static content, basic routing, while application server will be dealing with the business logic, dynamic content, and database interactions. Well, the content will be static for web servers. Here it is dynamic. Server side code will be generated. Okay, that will be generating dynamic content. Deployment, it is independent. Web server is an independent one, while application servers acts as reverse proxies. And examples we have seen, and the functionalities we have seen. Happy learning. Keep learning.